Welcome everyone. My name is Jacob. Thank you for joining me. In many ways, we're in the middle of, at the heart of hunting season. But as we all know, in just a few short weeks, it'll all be over, and we'll be thinking about next season. So, what are some gift ideas, some things that you can either get for yourself or tell someone to get for you as we enter the holiday season, the Christmas season, Black Friday, all of that? Well, I've got some ideas for those of you that like to go on Western hunts, and I'm going to go through some of those right now. Now, I went on a solo elk hunt this year. It was epic. Really enjoyed it, but being solo makes it kind of tough. And I know these look silly. It's be the decoy hats, but I really feel like I would have had a different experience had I had some additional help from a decoy standpoint. And I've seen other folks wear these. This is obviously for pronghorn, but they do have them in, like a cow elk. And obviously, you want to do it in archery season, and you want to make sure you're not going to get shot in the face by a poacher or something. But um, I think that would be something that I really want that's sort of at the top of my list. I really enjoy I did a bino harness review earlier this year. I really like my Alaska Guide Creations Ravis. I used it a lot. But I do like that Badlands X2. If you're looking at bino harnesses, I would encourage you to start with that one. It really, in my opinion, it's better than the Marsupial or the FHF, and in a lot of ways, it's even better than this. Even though I use this, it's just a sleek design, and it's got all the features of all the bells and whistles, and it's like 130 or 140 bucks. The other thing is, from a bino standpoint, I don't use anything real expensive, but if I were you, and you have the funds, those Sig Sauer binos with image stabilization, I don't have them, but I would encourage you to check those out and see if they go on sale. Like a lot of these things, these companies, keep an eye on them. They may put some sort of short Black Friday sale up to get sort of rid of end of year inventory. So, not only are your big brands, but some of your smaller brands that we've just talked about. I've sort of poo-pooed the Peaks headlamp in a previous video, but I got to tell you, this is a knockoff brand from Jexree or Eftoyan. I got this off Amazon for like $10. I use it all the time. But what it doesn't do is it doesn't lock, and the red lamp is bright, but it's not as bright as the Peaks headlamp. And it also doesn't have as long a battery as the Peaks headlamp. So if you're looking for headlamps, if you're not happy with your setup, this is $90, the Peaks one. I know there are some discount codes out there, but it has a very long battery life. It has a very bright red light, and it does lock. So I can keep this in my backpack as a backup, and that's generally what I do, is use this as a backup because it stays locked and I don't have to worry about the battery running out. And I use this knockoff as my primary. It seems sort of reverse, but that's just how I like to do it. And I would encourage you to check those out. I really like this Phelps Easy Sucker cow elk call. I think it's $35. Obviously, again, continue to look out for Black Friday deals. This has a very soft mew, and I think it can sound very much like a calf elk, and I tend to prefer sounding like a calf elk instead of a cow because it's less threatening to other cows, and it's obviously something that a bull would check out. So, an Easy Sucker from Phelps. This is another cow call from Quaker Boy I really like. Also, sort of an external read, and maybe one that you want to check out. If you use trail cameras or game cameras of any kind, it might be good to get a battery tester. This is $10 off Amazon. You can the cost of lithium-ion batteries or just batteries in general is a lot. And if you want to reuse batteries, this will test them. And this is a great $10 stocking stuffer that you can mention to somebody. Of course, keep an eye on boots. These are Crispies, but there's Zamberlan, there's Hanwags, there's Kenetrex, Loa, I mean, there's just a load of brands out there. Keep an eye on them for their Black Friday sales, because this is where, it's a very slow part of this year for them, I would imagine, because everybody that's wants new boots for hunting bought them back in July, August, September, maybe October. And so this is when I bought my boots, or when I usually buy my boots, is in the Black Friday time frame. So I really like merino underwear, but I really, really like the kind that have zippers on the side, or heat dump pouches. And so this is a set of merino underwear from Mountain Ops. Now I think Kuiu and maybe Sitka have their own versions of merino underwear with heat pouches or heat dumps on the side. And obviously it would be helpful if you had a pair of pants that have a similar zip on the side. And so if you're looking to upgrade either your pants or your long underwear, keep in mind those brands that I mentioned, and be on the lookout for that type of gear with the zippers on the side, so you can dump heat. Because when you're hiking and covering ground, you don't want to change clothes or take things off or whatever. And those zips on the side, I think, are fantastic. This is a Dyneema tarp. I got it from, I believe, Dutchwear, but obviously there's a lot of companies that are getting in the business of creating Dyneema. So maybe that's another one that you want to put on the radar of, like, okay, Black Friday deal, Dyneema tarp. I mean, you can use it for so many different things. Obviously, you can use it as a place to lay out gear, or to keep, obviously you can put it over your tent, or if you're glassing, you can just put this up and glass underneath it. Or if you kill something and you need a clean place to put meat, obviously you can use that tarp for that purpose. Game bags. I did a video earlier this year on game bags. Did a game bag review. In fact, I'm going to put a link up here for that if you want to check that out. But Argali game bags and the Go Hunt game bags I think, are really two that you should check out if you need a new set of synthetic game bags. I examined the cost and the dimensions and the materials and some of the features of those bags. But now might be a good time to keep an eye out for Black Friday deals on those game bags. This is an inflatable sort of raft, a single person raft. This is from Uncharted Supply, I believe. This was about $500. And if you're somebody that wants to be able to cross small, class 3 or less rivers or creeks or whatever, this is something that weighs very little, blows up pretty easy, and can get you across and keep you dry. And again, keep an eye out for Black Friday deals, even on other websites that might sell this type of gear. So you've got your Black Ovis, you've got Go Hunt, you've got other Hunt and Fool has Gearful, and they may offer percentages off of gear that they keep in their shop that maybe you won't get on the gear that I've listed here on their particular websites, but you could use towards the gear on the Black Ovis, the Gearful, or the Go Hunt websites. So again, keep an eye out on, for rain gear. I think that's another piece of gear we don't think about, that it can be very expensive. Or puffy pants, for example, is sort of a luxury item that you might want to keep in mind. And I think the last thing that I'll mention that actually I'm going to buy this year, regardless of whether it's on sale or not, is a rifle cover for my rifle. I'm looking at the marsupial rifle cover. I think that will be the solution that I need for next year's hunting season. So, best of luck this season. Have a wonderful holiday season, a Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year. And please like and subscribe, and thank you for joining me. All the best.